everything in our body is made up of a single unit. We talk about cell. That cell is a structure and functional unit of living organism. When we talk about bone, they are made up of osteoblast cells, osteoclast cells. When we talk about muscles, there are muscle fibers, that myofibrils that make up and then make up muscle bundle and then the whole muscle. So when we talk about nervous system, what do you think? What is the basic unit of nervous system?
We have the neurons and the neuroglia cells.
Yes, the neurons. The neurons are the basic unit of nervous system that comes together and make up this whole nervous system. This is how a neuron looks. Can you identify its parts?
In the center, the purple point is the soma.
Yes.
And then we have the peripheral extension, which is the dendrite.
Yes.
And then do we have only one dendrite and multiple axons, or is it the other way around? One axon
We
and
have
multiple
one
dendrites?
axon and multiple dendrites.
Okay, so the long extension is then the
Axon.
axon, and on the left side, the multiple extensions are the dendrites.
Yes, you're right. Brilliant. So this is axon. We have a soma, that is the body of the neuron, and from body there are dendrites, and at the right side there are axons, and at the end of axons there are axon terminals. All right, the dendrites receive information and move it towards the body of the axon, and from the body towards the body of the neuron, and towards the body the information is carried away from the neuron by the axons. So dendrites are receiving information and moving it towards the soma, and from soma the new information is carried out by the axon away from the soma. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole nervous system is made up of this structure, that is neurons, and there are other many structures and neuroglial cells and other structures, but the basic structure that we need to know that is forming the whole nervous system is neuron. In the advanced lectures when we study, then when the bodies of neurons come together, an area where the bodies of neurons are together, that area is known as gray matter. And the area where the axons are bundled together and their fibers, there are many fibers and fibers, that area or that structure is known as white matter. You have heard about this or not?
Yes.
So
I think it was separated because the neuron body, the soma, contains more fat, and that's why it is brown.
yes, you're right. So that is we will be studying, we will be having deeper looks into that, but the basic structure, that is neuron, if we are familiar with that neuron, so when we talk about that, there are at some point there are collection of cell bodies of neurons, so we don't get confused. So when we talk about that there is an area where there is collection of axons, so we do not get confused. Is it clear?
Yes.